And the Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here comes the hurry up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Now, if you're on defense in this one, you've had a good play. You swat that pass away, but you better turn the page and get ready for it because it's probably coming again. You're going up against one of the top 10 passing offenses in the country. You're going to have to be really good in the back end all game long.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. He's got an open man. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. He'll take it himself. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
He's looking to throw. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. Their poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
Here comes the 2-point try. Wants to go up top. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
How about that? You get the ball first, the opening drive, and you take the ball right down the field. And you said, forget extra points. I'm going to go for 2. So the only thing so far that's gone wrong for you is you failed.
So the Wyoming Cowboys offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
The Cowboys headed quickly to the line. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. Touchdown. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, defenses have to play responsibility football, and you could tell they had the quarterback, but how about the running back? They didn't even play it off the pitch, and he takes full advantage. They constantly put this kind of stress on you with this option, and the defense, they were not where they were supposed to be, and they give up the explosive touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Rush. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He's got it for the 2-point conversion. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Blunt. Finds his man in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? He's looking downfield to throw. Snagged out of the air. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Kick is in the air. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Rush. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Rush. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll be stopped, but not. Getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Back to throw. It's Blunt. Makes the grab on the left. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Cowboys come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Unloads to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Pulls it in down the middle. Off and running. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Cowboys come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He'll do it himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
He's brought down near the 49-yard line.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give from the gun. Runs through the tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going.
Free up the gut. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air. It's Blunt. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. The lead is now back down to 9.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he's not going to take the touchback.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Wide open downfield. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking down the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Gets it out fast, and he'll be brought down. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a wide open receiver. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Motion from the wideout. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout by the offense.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? The offense changing the play. Wants to throw again. On target to the left. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets away. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Makes the catch and gets the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cowboys in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up. The give to the back. He breaks the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Cowboys have their offense in high gear.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It'll be third and long. They'll go to the ground. He picked up some yardage, but they stop him at the 45, and he'll be a little short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cowboys send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Punch it out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This offense doing business in the red zone. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Got his man on the right. He's in for the score. Touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Rushes on him. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. using the quick game. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete to the right. At the 45, on his way. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back on the option to give. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He'll do it himself. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
From the 30-yard line on first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there.
Looking for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
He makes the catch. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Motion from the back. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. From the gun, running back on the move. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. And the Cowboys moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Dropping back, it's Blunt. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here comes the offense onto the field again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Back to pass. This time on target. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Quarterback may change this route. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. And it's in there for a touchdown.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 as we are inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Blunt. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Quick step and go. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Firing to the right, complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative, or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Back to pass, it's Blunt. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Going right to work up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Backed up now, here's second and long. He wants to change this route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. They're working that left side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Trying play action. Looking left. And it's his fourth interception of the game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I just love the fact that the defense is out there and they're still battling and they're still fighting. Obviously, they're way down here late in the fourth quarter, but they still think they have a chance to win. Don't tell them the game's over. That's a great individual effort on that interception.
Makes the grab.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. fires to the middle. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over a...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Dropping back, it's Blunt. It's complete on the right side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll set up to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Cowboys are in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Pressure coming. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He put some heat on that one down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds the tight end. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run play action. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a man. It's Blunt. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good.
Wide open on the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. Caught over the middle. It's Rush. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Cowboys want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Blunt. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. The Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. 4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And here we go, the final play of the game right here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Under fire. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys.